Hello.
Hello!
Hey!
How is everyone today? Welcome to the Hunter's Harvest. We love a good hunt. And all kinds of crazy things have been happening on this hunt, which we will tell you about in just a moment. First, though, I would like to say thank you to our fabulous sponsors. Let's do some cute little announcements. We are sponsored by Hero Forge. We are also sponsored by Games Played Badly, Phoenix Dice, Role Playing and Role Playing, Souls Rolls, Realm Warp Media, Incarnate, D&D Beyond, and Idle Champions of the Forgotten Realms. Throughout this program, I will occasionally, when appropriate, slip in like a little 15 to 20 second promo for some of them. So look out for those. But if you want to know more about our relationship with any of these people, please feel free to go down below in the About section of our page here on Twitch. And there are links to everyone. In addition, Lando, will you please throw up the giveaway?
Yep, I was actually just gonna.
Oh wait, I don't think you've got the new one. I don't think you have the code for the new one.
You put it out, right? You put it out yesterday.
I think so. Here, I'm gonna. Okay. All right.
Realize
Let me
update the command. I'll do that right.
Okay, yes, that's the right one. All right, cool. I was just like, let's make sure they're not going to an old one. But this week, we are giving away a fabulous set of dice from Phoenix Dice. We love them because they recycle everything. And their dice are made out of recycled materials. All the gorgeous dice that you see on their website, all made out of recycled materials, which is absolutely fantastic. They love our world just as much as they love all the worlds that we play in. So definitely go and support them. Serum, thank you so much for the bits. You can do all kinds of stuff. I feel like that's a good segue here. You are here to watch some fabulous people play a fabulous game of D&D, but you can play that game too with us by utilizing your channel points and your bits. You can do all kinds of stuff. With channel points, you can give people advantage. You can learn secrets about the world and the lore. You can help people out by giving them haste and things like that. But with bits, you can do even more. You can give them just straight pluses or minuses to rolls. You can give them hints. And at 1,000 bits, you can actually create an environmental effect, which is super fun. The way those work, you throw down 1,000 bits, I will give you 3 words. You pick one of those words, and for the rest of the adventure, something has changed in the world to benefit the players. It is very useful in most situations. So be aware, you can do all kinds of stuff with them. And now back to the giveaway. We are not only giving away fabulous Phoenix dice, and by the way, if you win them, you get to pick whatever set of dice you want. Anything on their website is yours to have. No shipping, no cost to you, just yours. It's delightful. And we are giving away a set of mythic dice from D&D Beyond. Yay! D&D Beyond!
Yeah,
we love them.
that's awesome.
We use them in all our streams. My brain would just be like on the floor, like rotting out of my ear if I had to try to keep track of everything in the streams by myself.
Without you.
And thank God for D&D Beyond. And in addition to that, we are also doing a giveaway from DM's Guild through Realm Warp Media. It is called Domestic Magic. It is the most delightful, like, spells and items and things. My personal favorite, there's a spell called Imaginary Friend that is actually a permanent summon of an imaginary friend that only you can see.
Aww.
But they can actually interact with the real world. It is, oh my God, I can't wait to pull that into my campaign. But those are the things that you can win if you join our fabulous giveaway, which is posted in the chat. So feel free to jump up there at any point and just say, I want it. You better give me that shit. And now, why don't we say hello to our fabulous players? You know me. I am just some random asshole who is playing some D&D. But all these people are fabulous. Let's start with Lando. Why don't you tell me who you are and who your player is?
Yeah. My name's Lando. I run the streams for Planet Allies, and if we're streaming, I'm there. And I play in some capacity. And I play Diraxis. He's a drow wild magic sorcerer. So things get pretty crazy when he's around. Especially recently because we actually started to roll on the table. It actually has.
Thank God.
Thank God. It was like it was.
We
like,
waited a month, dude.
It was at least. At least.
And what about you, Mike? Why don't you tell me all about you and your character?
Yeah, I'm Mike. I'm playing Relic, the Warforged wizard fighter. And, he's just having the time of his life right now that we're in Gehenna. And he got a cursed cane that punched him in the back of the head. Dancing. Just all of the fun stuff is happening right now. So can't wait to see more of that.
I love it. And hey, Andy, why don't you tell me about your character?
Hello, my name's Andy. I play Hunter's Harvest every Tuesday, except for last week because I had a thing. But I play the Tiefling Way of Mercy monk, Mikal, who is just doing her best and just wants to fucking sleep.
Yes, I feel you. You are seeing Mikal. Like, I want to go to bed.
They say
all
play
the
what
time.
you know. And
Yeah.
I am just always in dire want of sleeping. So
It's important. It is an important thing. And what about our friend David over here? What's going on?
I'm playing Edward von Tuskman, a Loxodon with nice armor and a love for exploration that thinks this is a funny vacation.
Yay, Edward! I love it. Well, welcome everyone to Hunter's Harvest. And just to catch you up on what's going on in this arc, they entered the city of Gehenna through a magical portal, looking as they were for the planet Touchstone called the Black Bulwark. When they got here, they realized that the city was on legs and walking around and doing crazy things like eating raw magic right out of a volcano and then using it to power a whole city. They found a whole bunch of crazy people. They ate some curried goat. They watched a little fairy private eye get splattered up against the wall as a Rakshasa came after them, trying to murder all of them. Or was he just playing with them, as Rakshasas are wont to do? Well, they now know the Black Bulwark is somewhere underneath the palace in the center of the city. How are they going to get there? How are they going to get in? And what are they going to do once they actually find it? Well, today we continue the adventure as they have all slept very well in the 100 Feet Tavern, where they have their room, a dark and dingy place where the refuse of the multiverse comes to hide from more powerful people. But what they lack in strength, they make up for in raw cunning and the ability to be the biggest bastards around. So,
Yes.
let us join our adventurers as they sleep and rest and find themselves recuperated. Are you ready?
As I'll ever be.
Then let us begin this session of Hunter's Harvest. Huzzah!
Yeah. Woo!
All right. You are all... Oh, thank you, Serum. That is fabulous. Yay! We like it when people subscribe. That makes us
Thanks.
happy. That's glorious. Now, hey, you know who wasn't here last week? McCall wasn't. Why don't we see what's going on with McCall?
Hmm. Whew. You see a very well-rested and still incredibly grumpy tiefling kick in the door of this tavern with her little boots and say, "What's up, fuckers?" Oh,
As the door gets kicked in, tell me, does everybody wake up?
Oh, is it to our room?
Yes,
The one room
yes.
we're all sharing?
the one small one-bedroom room that we were all sharing. Yeah, yeah. Relic jumps up and like knife hands. Oh,
Can I try to just fly up inside, like pushing her to the wall and just say, "Hi, how are you?
Whoa.
Who are you? Do you know them?
Who the fuck is this guy?
I am
Oh.
Edward von Tuskman. How are you?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, he's the new friend.
he's
Like-
the new guy.
Drax just kind of like just sits up,
Thank you
like
for being an ally.
Ugh.
Is
Like
the
doing the
ceiling
wake-up
too
face.
small for Edward?
got the half crouch.
Yeah,
Does
he's
he-
like
does he
kind of
bump
doing the
his
neck
head?
thing. Yeah.
Know that feel?
Oh yeah,
Mm.
not fun.
Ugh. I spent an entire day napping, except when Corton interrupted me. I feel great. So happy to be away from that motherfucker. This city does kind of suck though, so let's get the thing and get the fuck out. Yeah?
Yeah, this city does suck pretty bad.
But we just got here.
McCall, have you ever been to Gehenna before?
Doubtful. I've never been on this plane before. Except for like a few days.
Well, this is on, so you're in one of the lower planes now.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah, Gehenna is the lower plane that is between the Nine Hells and the Grey Wastes of Hades. It is a neutral evil plane where a lot of like dispossessed demons or demons that have been defeated by their betters, things like that, end up. This is where essentially this is where the lower realms goes to drink away the rest of their existence.
Yeah, probably not. She's kind of been on her grind for like her entire life. She's been on Glacia's grind for her
Right,
whole life.
right. All right, good. That's good to know. All right, here we go.
Uh-oh. I mean, she's been here. She knows every bit of the city. Oops.
Right. McCall, I'm so glad you're here. It's been pretty rough yesterday.
Yeah.
It just
I hate this place. I thought it was gonna
It was
be
fun.
awesome in a vacation, but
Yeah,
I was
it
misled. He looks over at Edward.
Yeah, you always think hell's going to be a vacation, or hell adjacent spots are going to be a vacation, and they're really not.
I'm sorry, I didn't lie a single time. This is a fun experience so far.
yeah.
Okay.
Besides getting cursed and
Yeah, there was
everything
What?
else that happened.
Slash, the big
What?
Tiger Man.
Like,
Tiger
got
Man.
Slash.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah,
we-
there's a
we-
Tiger Man.
we got cursed. We removed the curse. We got benefits out of removing the curse.
The can you give me a either an Arcana or a religion check, McCall?
My
Either one
two
to see-
weaknesses.
Yeah.
Can I do history?
Yeah, you could do history. It'll be yeah, you can just do a straight history roll, yeah.
Okay.
To see if you, because in the hells there would be stories. You have heard of Tigermen. You are currently thinking of like a changeling or a druid
Oh.
right now, not necessarily anything else. So if they
Wild.
don't describe it a little bit better than that, you're gonna assume that you're going after like a druid or a changeling or something.
Tiger Man, so like a guy who turns into a tiger? Like a whale-shaped thing?
Like,
No, like
Or a were
No,
tiger.
Or a were-tiger?
no.
Or a
Like-
changeling? No, no.
A tabaxi that is like a gym bro. Like he's like
very
he's like got a cape and he's like, oh, I'm fancy.
Sorry.
A
What?
tabaxi gym bro.
He,
Does
look,
he
he
have
looks
magic
like a gym bro. He's like, ugh. He's so.
Does he have magic powers?
Probably.
When he cut us with his claws, we were cursed. So yes.
Well, when we first saw him, he did like 16 backflips to get to us.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
That was
Oh.
so awesome.
I hate to interrupt. Thank you so much for the raid, Handshot first, because
Hey.
Punch.
He did.
he did.
100%.
And I appreciate you, sir. Thank you so much for popping in. We are just getting started with our fabulous film noir version of Gehenna as we are trying to figure out how to get the planar touchstone called the Black Bulwark. Yes, indeed. And thank you for following Flizzard Gaming. You're fabulous too. Yay! So
Yay.
now you have given that description, you may now give me another check with advantage to see if you
Thanks.
have a better understanding of what a tabaxi gym bro is.
Oh, whoops. I always forget the.
Oh, nope.
Nope.
Okay,
I mean,
Nicole,
with the
if
new
you-
information.
You think you think they're talking about a Leona
That actually
instead
kind
of
of makes sense.
yeah, there's a
Leona.
tabaxi gym bro.
Yeah, okay. I feel like once I see this guy, I'll be like,
Yeah, no,
oh,
you'll
a Rakshasa.
absolutely-
But
You'll absolutely
Yeah.
know. I just want to make
Gotcha.
sure that it is set up right now that they are not doing a good job of describing this, and you have no idea what's going on.
buff cat guy.
Not our
Yeah.
forte.
Got
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. Perfect. All
All
right.
right.
Thank you.
So we
Agreed.
kind of
An
know
ally.
where the touchstone is. It's in the middle of the city under the temple.
Yeah,
Where that is,
In the middle of the city.
Thank you.
Yeah.
for being
Yeah.
an
I don't know
ally.
how to get there.
I mean, head in the direction away from the outside of the city.
Yeah, but
Seems
this place
like a
is like
good
a
start.
maze.
Well, maybe if we just walk to the center, our dear friend comes to visit us again, and we can just ask him.
Or we could just ask someone where the temple is.
That's always an option too.
Should we ask
I
the
feel that-
bartender downstairs?
Who's it temple to?
We didn't
Who's a what?
Yeah, we didn't check.
Ah,
ask.
it's
Probably
just
some-
our temple.
Bad person.
You know, we got the information from a fairy.
Hmm.
I don't usually use this kind of language because it's bad, but she was kind of a bitch.
Yeah, I mean, completely.
She,
Completely.
You just
Not
said
kind
pain
of.
in the ass.
Like,
well,
Okay.
I would say she deserved what was coming for her. So.
She died.
I would go so far as to say that.
Damn!
I mean,
Damn!
I don't like assholes as much as the next person, but I don't think they should die because of it. I mean, maybe like lose their friends and have people not talk to them for like a couple
Oh,
weeks.
that's worse.
So we got
That's
this
worse.
true
That's
neutral
worse.
cleric.
Yeah, basic. I don't know.
Okay,
I mean,
why
she
don't
died
we?
horrifically.
Cool. I don't want to
she
hear
was
about
just
it.
smashed into
Fair
the
enough.
glass. And Edward is just gonna describe it in as much detail as he can.
Oh my god. So the description that you get, McCall, is a very sort of like happy-go-lucky and yet grisly version of the fairy being very rude to them. And then
Sure.
as they are leaving and they step outside the door that has like the frosted glass on it with the fairy's name and private detective under it, suddenly a fairy-shaped blob slams into it and leaves a big streak of blood down the center
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
as the tabaxi gym bro
Yes.
threw it up against the wall and killed him. So
Okay,
Yeah.
that doesn't sound like. I mean, so many people are rude to us. So like, I'm not. That doesn't.
Yeah, people. I mean,
Was she as rude as the lady who threw us in a bag? 'Cause that
Yeah.
one was pretty
that was
tops.
pretty fucked up.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's gross. Awful.
I don't
I'm gonna
know.
go ask the bartender / innkeeper if they have a map or if they know where the temple is and
Yeah,
who it's
last
temple to.
time we asked someone about the thing.
We don't have to say what it is now.
That guy, he attacked us, and I have to mention this feels very important. But he saw us on the road, turned around like 30 feet in front of us, and then proceeded to do backflips in order to get to us, and then scratched us all.
That's
Seems
a
like your
motherfucking-
favorite part of the story.
It was.
That's excessive.
It's very excessive, and I'm still trying to figure out why.
What an
Because he
extra
wants to show
fuck.
off.
Yeah, super
Yeah.
extra.
He wants to show off, but he doesn't want to kill us. He just wants to have some fun. We just need to be kind and convince
Oh
him.
yeah, like the
Well, then it's
fairy. Yeah, that'll work.
Total
The fairy-
antisocial
It's great.
narcissist behavior, yes.
Cool. I mean, we don't have to ask about the you-know-what, but we can say, where's the temple? And how do we get to
Yeah.
the center of the city?
Yeah.
Well, to correct, it is not a temple, it is the palace
Oh, the
at the
Oh.
center
Yeah,
of the
the
city.
palace.
Oh! Well, then
Palace.
that removes some of my questions.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and I
Should be
think
easy
that
to find.
he's the owner of the palace. I think he's like
Probably. He is the leader of the
city.
this city.
Yeah.
That's another
He
thing.
was just like on the street doing backflips at you.
Yeah, it was
Uh,
pretty.
All right,
pretty
you
nuts.
may give me one more history check now with advantage, because as the leader of this city in Gehenna, he may have had dealings with Glacia.
They seek power.
And he's probably not just a randomly.
24.
Oh damn! Okay, now you know exactly who this is. This is Quelter.
Well,
He is a very powerful Rakshasa who has, in fact, had dealings with Glacia. That's actually how he became the ruler of this city in Gehenna. He made a deal with her.
Well, out of character, didn't all her deals break when she died?
I mean, unless they
Okay.
were fulfilled, then it wouldn't matter.
Yeah, once the deal is
yes,
fulfilled,
I guess that's true.
it's
That
fine,
makes
yeah.
sense.
But
Ongoing
if
deals.
if he hadn't upheld his end of the deal yet, then I guess it wouldn't matter because she's dead. But
Yeah, but what you remember is that the deal was that he had to find someone who was hiding in Gehenna and deliver them to Glacia, which he did.
do I know who that person is with a 24?
With a 24, that person was Calyx, the silver dragonborn
Oh.
cleric that
Oh
saved you all.
shit!
He's
Oh
an
shit!
extra doucher.
Nope. That's the reason
That's
that Calyx
poor
was
Calyx.
stuck
Okay.
in
He
Malvo.
was so cool.
I regurgitate the information that I just received.
So wait, you did recognize Calyx?
No,
Silver
you
dragons.
wouldn't have known. You would essentially
You knew his
would have
name.
seen the name
Yeah.
on the
Oh, yeah.
contract.
Oh,
Calyx.
okay. That makes
Oh
sense.
shit! All right. Oh, this guy sucks, guys.
Let's-
What?
That
what-
sucks
I
ass.
think you have a complete different way of looking at things. I think he is amazing. He even caressed my hair. It was so lovely. I think he just wants to be friends.
Yeah, he did kind of
Yeah,
flirt with our
um,
Edward here.
Like
Good
if he
for
wanted
you,
to kill
Elephant
me,
Man.
he could have, huh?
yeah, it's.
Rakshasa are bad news.
Fine.
They seek power and wealth,
Yeah.
material wealth usually.
True. Okay.
And they don't
But-
need to eat flesh, but they enjoy it.
Oh, that's.
Yes,
That's
but
good.
but if they want power, right? Is this little plane he has now enough for him, or does he want more?
Plenty of people live here and probably pay taxes to him. But I mean, yeah, but taking over, he's ruling an entire plane right now. He's got, if he's got or an entire city on a plane right now. So jumping up to a next one would be a big fucking step.
Yeah. We can help
As
him
you
with
are
that.
all, as you're all talking about this, everybody give me a perception check.
Uh-oh.
He's here!
He's always here. That's the
And you all
secret.
die.
Oh no!
He's standing right behind you.
Oh
Wow, we
jeez!
all
Oh,
Wow.
Oh.
No
Whiff.
one knows
Save
what's
us.
going on.
Oh god.
Oh no!
Yeah, no. You guys are.
That's a 13.
Duraxis, you see movement just outside the door.
Like, okay.
Is the door still on its hinges? I thought McCall saw to that.
No, that's why you
Kicked
can
it
see
open,
this
it
is
could be on its
because
hinges.
the
Oh.
door is open. McCall is standing in it. Yes.
Ah,
Hmm.
No, but you just saw movement just outside the door. What are you gonna do?
I look around the door.
Yeah, I guess I'll
Into
tell.
the
I'll tell
hallway.
people. I'll tell
Do
them.
it.
There's some movement outside the door.
As that happens, you just see like a little sort of weird pseudopod looking thing retreating down the staircase.
And what is
Pseudopod?
this chasing?
Like a beetle or something.
Ed, I follow behind
a
Edward.
so a pseudopod is an extension of somebody's body, normally an amorphous
Oh.
extension.
Oh.
It's just running after it.
I was thinking like a
What the hell
centipede or
is that?
something.
Edward,
Oh,
wait!
No, that's too many.
Don't go by
pods.
yourself.
Then follow.
You'll be fine.
As, Edward, as you go running down the stairs, what you see is that the bartender, and McCall, you would have passed the bartender on the way up. The bartender is actually a lemure, one of the lowest
yeah,
forms
right.
of demons. And you see, as it sort of gets reabsorbed into its body, that it had formed a pseudopod with like an ear on the end and had been listening in on the
That's
conversation.
hella rude.
Yes. It's one of the reasons
Can
that he
I
has
just-
all the information.
Do I see him now? Or am I staying way
Well,
off?
we just pieced together that the guy's a Rakshasa. That was the. We didn't
Yeah,
say
we
anything
didn't really say
about.
anything else.
He knows that we know now, but I'm sure everyone did he know?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I guess
pretty much.
now that we're there, we kind of just. I look at him and say, okay, I guess you know the situation? Ish?
Yeah, so as you all head down the stairs after Edward, are you all now
Yeah.
at the bar talking
Yeah.
to the bartender?
I followed behind Edward, yeah.
Okay. As you get down there, you see that like at all times of day and night, there are at least a few patrons in the shadows of this tavern, all sort of quietly drinking, doing their thing. As you come running down, people start looking up. What are you gonna say?
So the first thing I would like to do is go to the bar and make like a very uncomfortable movement of looking if there's any button underneath the bar. So like almost falling over it to see if this bartender cannot press a
Lemure,
button.
you see like 7 or 8 different hands like form out of the Lemure, and he just like smacks you with like 7 or 8 hands to get you out from behind the bar.
Smack.
Just looks at you, he's like, "You're rude. You're rude, elephant man. You're rude."
It's you who is listening in to our conversation.
Yeah, so
What
what?
if we were making it
yeah.
up?
So what?
Like,
Yeah, all 4 of us.
Yes.
Yeah, so
possibly.
what?
I don't know.
That's fine.
Like,
You
Seen
creep.
weirder
so
things.
that
Seen weirder things happen right here in the bar.
is
That's
fine. But
a
me
very
looking if
strange
there's a
bar.
button, not?
We're on a walking city, you lug. What do you think? What do you think happens here? This is where you end up when you got nothing left.
I got so much more to give to this world.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna go
well,
into
you're
a
not.
corner and like cry a little bit, like.
You're
Oh.
not gonna have much more to give if you keep talking about Felton like that.
But we don't have to stay here, Edward.
You sure don't. You can stay anywhere you want, you bastard.
I meant like in this plane. You said, Edward. Yeah, never mind.
What's his deal then?
Yeah,
The
The backflips. I like couldn't sleep last night thinking about why there was so many backflips. It's
I
like,
don't
why?
mean what's his deal. Like I got that he's a devil with a boon and he's a tiger man and he's in charge around here. But like, is he cool?
You see, As you
Cool.
see, like, he's like, get over there. Like, it's very frustrating to the bartender that you're talking about this guy openly in his bar. He's like, go sit over there, and he like points over to one of the tables in the back.
He's in charge of your city. Okay, all right.
Or maybe
Let's
not.
Go sit down at the
Damn.
table, I guess.
As you sit down at the table, you see a second face appear on the lemure, and it just sort of extends itself over to the table so that it can keep watching the bar while it's having a
That's-
conversation with you.
How far away is the table?
About 30 feet.
So Edward
Yeah.
is just gonna
That's fine.
grab one of the chairs, put it on the side, and just gonna sit on the ground like.
Look, if you're gonna talk about Pelton, you gotta be prepared for him to show up. And none of us
That's
want
why I'm
that.
not saying his name a bunch.
He's already said.
He's
He's
a-
already shut up twice.
Yeah, he already showed up twice, and he didn't kill us, so we're good
Look,
friends
what's
now.
the deal?
We're good
What are you
friends
looking
now.
for?
Uh,
What are
we're
you
just,
looking for?
We're just trying to find the place in the center of the city, the palace.
Wait, you're trying to get to the palace?
Yeah, I
Right.
mean, sightseeing.
Do you have any idea what's inside that palace?
Literally.
that's why we wanna
That's
check it
why
out.
we're asking.
Probably the guy.
No one's ever come out of that palace alive. No
Except
one.
obviously that guy.
Yeah.
Who
Sounds
is that?
like a challenge.
So
Wait, does he
Look,
live there with
question
no
is-
servants?
Yeah, is he just by himself? That sucks.
but
He's
the
got
question is,
magical servants.
Oh, that's boring.
Did someone
So
came out
boring.
at all, or not at all?
He just has
No one.
imaginary friends in there?
So they all stayed in, so that means maybe it's very fun inside and they don't want to leave.
That's true.
Maybe.
True.
Good thought, Mr. Von Tuskman.
That's right. Look, if you want to get in and out of that place, there's only a couple of ways to do it. All right? And no one knows except the architects.
Where can we find those?
Yeah.
I slide him a gold piece. Wait, do you use these here?
I mean, we can.
Put it in his
We
mouth.
prefer soul coins, but
Don't have those.
sure.
I-
You know, a gold will get me like half a celery stick, but I'll take it.
There you go.
I've
There you
only
go.
got one soul, and I'd like
Don't
to
go
keep
crazy.
it.
Where do we find the architects? Half a celery stick is yours if you answer this question.
That's right, it is. There's
Yeah.
look.
Do it
There's
or
three towers.
Okay.
There's three towers around the palace. Okay? And the penthouse of each of those towers, they were built for the three architects so that they could continually look over their creation. Okay?
It's a big conceit.
That's all I got for you now.
I mean, maybe it's
All
a
right.
really good palace.
Are you
How
sure?
do we
it's-
get? Okay, cool. How do we get there?
It is. It is. Like, you can see the palace from anywhere in the city.
Oh, then let's go.
So there's, yeah.
Why are we
Like, you
asking
can see
that?
the top of the palace. And it's gorgeous. Made of, like, gold and platinum. It shines in the middle of this incredibly dark and dingy city.
I'm all for just going.
Is that really all you know? Because
I know a hell of a lot more, but I'm
I'll
not
yell.
telling
I'll
you.
yell that
Make
guy's
it a
name
whole
in a
celery
mirror
stick.
3 times if you don't tell us all of it.
Do it. I would love to watch him rip your guts out.
I'll tell him that you
You
said it.
literally just fucking said we don't want that guy here. Which one is it, man?
Yeah, you're kind of all over the place.
And
I don't
Edward is
want that
just like,
guy here. But
Right.
Dear
I'd
friend,
laugh
can
if
you
he
show
tore
up?
you apart.
I only have one question. That saxophone playing, where is it coming from? Amazing.
It's a muted trumpet.
That's
Muted
right.
trumpet
Thank you.
chanting.
Is what are you talking about? That's the sound that the cockroaches make when they scurry around here.
we need
Take
to get
some
some
back for Noodle.
cockroaches to take. Yeah.
And it's literally like you watch like a cockroach as he's scurrying, like the sound of a muted trumpet starts going, and it gets quieter as he stops moving.
Can I just grab some food and try to lure him into my paw?
Trying to catch him.
Like,
Yeah,
come in.
that's gonna be the
Yes,
mini
you
game
can.
today's session.
Yeah,
We're just gonna catch
right.
cockroaches.
You can absolutely catch as many cockroaches as you want.
Perfect.
So for the rest of the time, I don't know how long this conversation is gonna take, but Edward is just mulling around the conversation, trying to get as many cockroaches as he can.
All right. So how do we get to these architects? Just go up to the towers. Which one should we go to?
Is there anyone that's cooler than the others?
That doesn't want to
Well,
talk.
one of them hasn't had the light on in decades.
So
He's
not
probably
that
dead
one.
in his chair.
And the other ones?
Go knock on the door.
All right.
All right.
Thanks for the help.
I think
Thank
we should
you.
just give it a go, and otherwise we just knock on his head. And Edward just
Don't
points
forget,
at
this
the-
guy. This guy has no vested interest in helping. He does
No.
not care
Okay.
about you.
No, yeah, of course.
Do any NPCs have an interest in helping us?
Never.
Edward is just like,
Oh,
Just-
Peregrine does. We could go talk to him. Yeah, we need
if
his
he's
help
finished
actually.
with his
'cause
business, right?
he could probably 1v1 that guy.
Probably. He's pretty powerful.
Well, do you guys want to head out? Go talk to Peregrine? Do you want to argue with the bartender a little more?
No,
Do you wanna
no.
have a drink? You just want to get wasted all day and see what happens there?
Edward is just going there.
Yep.
Down the stairs.
Fabulous.
We'll go to Peregrine.
Okay. Apparently,
Yeah, let's go.
Edward is there for adventure.
Yes. Yes, there's no exploration in sitting in one place.
I love it. Fabulous. So, where are you headed, Edward?
I'm just heading to one of the towers that is lighted, and just knock
Oh,
on
so
that
you're
door.
you're heading all the way down. You're heading
Oh.
Yeah.
out the
I'll
door.
follow-
but
I'll follow
we
Edward.
should get Peregrine.
Nope.
I'm just like,
What's
Peregrine
Peregrine
is
still?
still probably
He's already
busy
gone,
lovemaking.
dude.
Oh yeah, I get that.
Yeah.
He's probably lovemaking still. I don't want to disturb any lovemaking. so-
Yeah.
All right,
Right
So,
there behind
Edward,
we'll follow.
Edward is heading down the stairs. Fantastic. Felix is following. What
Who's
are you doing there,
Felix? What are you talking
Daraxis? Sorry,
about?
Relic is following. Daraxis, what are you doing?
Yeah, I guess I'll follow.
And McCall?
Yeah.
All right. Fabulous.
So
Now.
now, how does it sound that I have like 10 cockroaches following us with like?
As
Very-
you as you like you realize that if you shake them up they'll start scurrying, and then it goes from like a muted trumpet to like big band music.
Mm.
It's like bum 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 ba-da-da, ba-da-da.
Edward just keeps shaking the whole way.
Oh my god. You are accompanied by like a 12-piece orchestra now.
Relic's just dancing. I mean, he can't help himself. It's just amazing.
Yeah, no, exactly. That's exactly what it's supposed to be. Fabulous. Okay, so you head out into the street. Which way are you going to head?
Which tower is closest by?
You can't really see the towers from here. You can only see the dome of the palace.
Okay, so we'll head that
Okay,
direction
so-
for now.
Okay, did that. Yeah.
Okay,
Yes.
now
We're
the
simple-minded.
city is a series of warrens and blind alleys, twists and turns. There are literally buildings that have been piled on top of each other as other ones have fallen down. So there's all kinds of blocked passageways, things like
Bless you.
that. Who is trying to lead the party right now?
I think Edward.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm not
like
saying
Edward.
All right,
I
Edward,
would
give
lead,
me
but I'm walking in front.
give me a survival check, please, to see if you can navigate these thin, winding roads.
16, not that bad.
With a 16, you
Solid.
do manage to sort of avoid the worst areas of the city. There are definitely some shady characters smoking alone below street lamps, and they're
Talking about
playing,
the city.
shaking cockroach tumblers by themselves. There's, but you move through the city. You move down towards the center. From here, you can see the 3 towers that the bartender was talking about. Each of them looks almost like a spike. It's obvious that there is a large living area on the top, but it looks like the towers themselves wouldn't have room for much more than like one stairway to get up there.
It's a weird design for architects to live in.
Probably they're not allowed to leave.
Why not?
Maybe it's very
But-
efficient.
But with a moving city, isn't it top heavy? Would it just like fall?
Magic, I
Um,
guess.
You have
Yeah.
you have realized as you have been on this city that there's some sort of magic so that you do not feel
Gotcha.
the movement of
That
the
makes
city.
sense.
That's
the
way
same way
less
they're-
cool.
The same way you don't feel the rotation of the Earth.
I'm sorry to disappoint
Just like
Nicole.
constant earthquakes and wiggles and
Right.
Yeah, just people throwing up that aren't used to it.
Yeah,
It's like-
all the time.
It's like your sea legs, but for the city.
Right.
There is, so you see one that looks very sort of onion shaped. You see another one that's very blocky in nature.
I'm definitely going for the onion because Edward
Fabulous.
believes in layers.
Onion it is.
Onions have layers.
As you head over, you notice that this tower is actually made of, you realize that the streets are not paved, that the streets are actually what the base of the city is. And you see that the towers are actually made of the same material. As you get to the doorway of this tower, what you see is a whole doorway that looks like it is wreathed in various types of chains. As you approach, the door slides open. And inside you
That was-
see what
oh.
looks like a cage that is open on one side, and there is a little, what looks like a little, like, homunculus made of stone,
So
just
cute.
sitting there looking at you.
Edward just runs into it to try to give it a hug.
As soon as Edward enters, the homunculus standing next to a crank starts cranking, and the cage starts lifting off the ground. What are the rest of you? What are the rest of you gonna do?
Wait for me! I run and I try to jump and catch onto the ledge of it.
yeah, same.
Fabulous. All right, Diraxis.
Yeah, I guess he's not gonna be left behind in this shitty city. He's
You
like,
all-
no, screw
you
that.
all just go like, as this little hand crank elevator starts lifting, you all just cram
Just
yourselves
panic,
in.
Yeah,
panic, run into
And
the
you see,
elevator.
like, the last foot goes in right before it gets crushed by the doorway.
Exciting!
You are in a little hand crank elevator moving to the top of this tower.
Is it like painfully slow?
It is very slow.
And Edward is just cheering for the little guy, like, you go, boy, you go, you go.
The homunculus looks up at you with just this tiny little smile as he
Aw.
slowly turns the crank that lifts the creaking metallic platform to the penthouse And though it's made of living stone, it looks frail and unattended to.
Guys, can we keep him?
Yes, can we keep him? I want to keep him.
Slowly, very
Sure.
slowly, it creaks upwards. And when you reach the top of the building, the poor creature lets out a wheezing ding. Penthouse. Ding.
Thank you.
And then begins descending once more. You have to scramble again to get through the doors before the platform just sinks down into the darkness.
Relic trips on the ledge as it's
Well,
going
before
down.
you do anything, as you enter the heavily decorated room, you see a Dao with its back to you, speaking to someone beside him. Without looking back at you, he waves his hand and intones, "You may sit," before continuing his conversation. "You must be unassuming. Try a bit more blush on the cheeks and a button nose." The person they're speaking to begins to shift and change in front of you. The first thing you think is that this is a doppelganger, but you soon realize that it's just a changeling. If this plan is going to work, they must suspect nothing. If they do, the Sultan of the Grail will step in and ruin everything. That filthy little gnomish bitch might actually unite the city. Try mousy brown hair. As the conversation continues, the changeling shifts further and further into a charming, unassuming Earth Genasi. Once the transformation is complete, the Sultan comes to you and asks, "What is such a strange group doing in my humble abode?" And as he says that, you see, piled around the room, the treasures that this Dao has accumulated over his lifespan of thousands of years. Lando, if you could please let people see
Yep.
that.
We're just trying to see your architecture. We were told you were one of the people in charge of making the city.
Alice.
I
Yeah.
was.
Yeah, we were told you were the best of the three, actually.
Give me a deception
Very
check, please.
You got this, Duraxis.
I would like that deception check.
Oh, where my mouse? Oh, there it is.
You lost your mouse.
Sometimes it disappears for a sec.
20.
That's a 20.
Yes.
Solid.
Oh, hell yeah.
The
Nice.
Dao looks at you and just says, "I am."
Mm.
Gross.
Mm-hmm.
Gross.
Yeah. The palace. That's gorgeous. You know. How would one be able to get in and out of that?
We'd love to see it.
Thank you for being an ally.
Now, we are absolutely
Oh.
going to have to turn that audio off, Lando. That is the most annoying thing I've ever heard. But thank you for joining us, Yeniako. This, as you are talking to him, he gestures every time you praise him. He gestures for more. He is waiting. He loves it. When you start asking questions about the palace, though, he suddenly starts looking down at you. You think that you can get through the palace maze?
Well,
Oh,
not right now.
I would love to watch that. That would be hilarious. I wonder how many arms you would have to lose before you gave up.
But
Arms.
you just said that there was a sultan? No? That you didn't want everyone to unite? So isn't it good if we took something from the palace so that doesn't happen?
I think he's talking about somewhere else.
Yeah.
Yes, he looks at you and he says, "You have no idea the intrigues that I am involved in, little Loxodon."
I know what it's like. Do you see this head? My brain is like 1,000 times smaller.
Yes, I know.
Well,
So if you
hey,
could help us,
I could help you. It's true. I could help you in any number of ways. The question is, what are you willing to pay for that help?
we'll give you a good show.
That's true.
What?
Also,
You just
how do you
said
feel
that.
about the other architects? I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Are
could
they
go.
cooler?
They're
hear wrong?
fine.
fine.
They're
You don't-
fine.
Did
Yeah,
they
like
help you build the
that
palace?
graffiti there. That was something.
I did not build the palace.
Design,
Oh.
whatever.
No, I did not design the palace. Cartel designed the palace. I designed the base of the city itself
Well, that's
that
way
allows
cooler.
it to survive on this
Okay.
plane.
Yeah.
So this guy might not be our
It's-
guy to talk to. Okay, cool.
Right.
Bye.
That's
the onion shape was
significantly more
nice.
impressive. Yeah, Jimmy.
Oh yeah.
So sorry, everybody was talking at once. What was happening?
I think we're leaving.
Oh, I just said bye like then you're useless to me.
All right.
You wouldn't wanna
Draxus
be
is
here.
like, that's significantly more impressive.
Oh
than
wait, which
building
one's
the palace.
Cartel?
I'm sorry, I thought you were leaving.
That's-
I said I was leaving. I don't speak for these other goons.
Do you know? which
He
the other guys-
gestures to everyone, and you see opulent seats. Look like incredibly beautiful gold and platinum thrones with velvet pillows suddenly appear around the room. You may sit.
I'm good.
Yeah, Draxus
Actually been sitting
Draxus will
all
sit.
day, you know.
I
my
lean
legs.
against the wall.
Edward is just like looking at you and then just grabbing two of the chairs and sit on both at the same time.
Fabulous.
Draxus is
Okay.
gonna do one of the things where he takes the pillow
As,
and he's gonna like hold it. Like the
sure,
throw pillow.
as you sit on two chairs, suddenly the chairs become one to accommodate your size.
That's cool.
You realize
This is
that
so complete.
all of you can give me an Arcana check if you want.
Yeah,
Fabulous
I
little
like
Arcana. Arcana.
No, I
Oh,
hate
that's a
Arcana.
5.
I think
Girls
Edward
thinking
is just
Wow.
too comfy
All right.
on his chair.
McCall, you recognize that within a DAO's sphere of influence, wherever that happens to be, and it does take a while for them to build up, like if they go to a new place, it takes them a while to develop that influence on a particular place. But once they have that influence, they can actually alter things. They can alter reality within that space to a limited degree. You know that within this room, the Jinn can literally alter reality as he sees fit.
Cool.
That's-
I hate that.
That's pretty cool.
Tell me, why do you want to get into the palace?
Blah 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 magic rock. I don't actually tell him. I say blah 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 magic rock.
Oh, you're here for the Touchstone.
Sure.
Interesting.
No, different magic rock.
Yeah.
Wait, what's a touchstone?
You may give me a deception.
Draxus is gonna look at McCall and be like, "What?"
What is
Edward is just
happening?
bad at lying, so he just nods the whole time.
It's a 14.
McCall, the Dow, the Dow just looks at you and he says, "I appreciate the endeavor. Next time, though, you will want to engage this muscle and this muscle when you do that in order to indicate truthfulness in your micro expressions. Now,
Relic just
You were
looks at his
saying
hands
that
and he's
you
just
were-
like, I don't have any muscles.
I don't have any micro expression.
he looks at you all and he says, "You want the Touchstone? Interesting. Where do you hail from?"
Over.
Well, I'm originally from Nanked. I mean,
As soon as you say non-Ked, you may give me an insight check.
yay!
Just Relic?
Mm-hmm.
Yay! 18.
Solid.
An 18. He is very aware of non-Ket, and it seems like he has a connection to it.
Yep. So that's where I hail from, I think. That's where I was made.
Hmm? Yes, recently, weren't you?
Yeah, a couple years now.
There are places in the multiverse where Warforged are thousands of years old.
Wait,
What?
There's more than just
You,
the plane?
there are many
Yeah.
places on the material plane. Many places, many worlds, just like your patchwork little planet.
Hold up. Tell me about these places where they are in the thousands. Are my people free?
You think you're people. How precious.
Oof. All right. Fuck this guy. We're getting it. Yeah, I'm not. I think we're done. I think we can go ask one of the other architects.
Edward is just like with two elbows on his. Like, tell me more about all this place.
We don't have to talk to people that don't think Relic's a person. All right. We don't need to do that. We'll find another way.
Does it matter if he's a person or not? He's nice.
Have you ever heard of a place called Jarsai?
No, tell me more. Tell me more.
You,
Couple
Relic,
times.
you absolutely would have,
Yeah.
as would Diraxis. Both of you are very aware that that place exists.
Yeah?
Yeah, we've heard of it. What about it?
I would steer clear.
Yeah, we
Wait,
didn't
wait,
have any
wait.
plans
So
on
you're
going
saying we
there.
shouldn't go there? But,
You what?
But exploration is about everything.
He giggles a little. He knows something about Jarsai that he's not revealing to you.
Can you give us a hint? Like a riddle or something?
No.
That's disappointing.
I'm
Listen,
not one of the stupid. I'm not going to give away a plan to people I know might have contact there.
What if I use
Let-
5,000 channel points?
Tell me,
I have
NPCs!
heard. I have heard these things. I have heard tell of
these
this
channel
currency.
points.
Yes.
That forces people to speak.
Of the fated
I have
Snowflake
heard.
Boy and the Air Genasi.
I have heard tell of this currency. It is a powerful one. I might be impelled to speak were I given enough.
I don't think I have enough, but
You don't have enough for a secret?
no, I used it.
Okay. I definitely do.
All right,
Do
pal.
it.
This is. I'm tired of this. We need to get into the palace. Around the, I think under it is where we need to be. We would love some information about that, and I'd love to know if you have any. What the price would be for giving us that, because
And
it just seems like we should just start with this.
what's with the
Very
backflips?
straightforward.
Please, it's driving me
I
crazy.
think
I'm gonna ask everyone that.
Quilter is quite the showman. He understands human emotion and how to manipulate it. Unlike many of his kind who enjoy a fearful taste in their meat, he enjoys confusion He says it
that makes
gives them
sense.
spice,
'Cause I'm very
excitement,
confused.
and confusion.
I've
Okay.
only seen
Thank
one
you,
human
that-
since I've been here.
That makes me understand.
Okay, cool. And how much does it run for information regarding how to get under the palace?
What could you give me that I could want?
Affection.
I am perfection.
The way you say, I think he said affection.
Yes, I said affection. Because you seem to be very lonely around here.
Group hug?
As you
Group
say that, suddenly he snaps his fingers and just scantily clad serving people of all races and genders suddenly appear around him,
Lovely.
offering you food and drink that is sumptuous and
This
delightful.
is gross. I do
Yeah.
not care for this man.
Edward is just like, they're
You know what?
probably fake.
Offer rescinded. I don't.
Maybe we should try another tower. This
Yeah,
is a
this
little
guy
weird.
sucks.
Yeah,
If you
let
would
him be-
like, if you want to get below the palace, you should speak to Cartle. He might have more information
Great,
about
thank
that.
you.
But if you want to know what you are actually looking for, I'm the one you'll have to talk to.
Literally, been fucking asking. But you gotta peacock a bunch before you even say anything.
Right.
So
Yeah, but listen, we really need to make his arrogance work. So Edward is just picking up his chair and just sitting it next to him and just like, so
You
lovely, dear. You
go
are
nuts
so
with this.
amazing that every single information you will tell us is a God given.
See,
Thank you.
as you say that, he just turns to you. He says, "You understand me, yes." I think there is something. I felt a transfer of power happen recently. Somewhere in the depths of that cute little mine across the mountains from Jarsai.
That's sweet.
I think there is something there that I would very much like to have. Perhaps if you arranged for a meeting between me and the owners of the mine, I could give you a bit more information. How does that sound?
it seems like every time we meet a scummy guy or person, he's like, I just want to talk to Cortan. And we're like, okay, we should just start with that.
Yeah.
Every time.
You're like, hey, we got a wizard. He's like really cool and he's really powerful. You should just talk to him.
Yeah.
He'll get you
Yeah, Edward
sorted
is
out.
just like, yeah, I
Yes,
know we are
who-
the low grunts of the world, but you have to do with us for now because our big boss is way too big for you right now.
You may give me an IOU, and a scroll appears in the air in front of you. It's a very simple agreement. He will provide you information about the planar touchstone, and you will arrange for a meeting between him and the rulers of the mine. That's all that's on the contract. There's no fine print or anything like that. And above table, it's legit. There's
Okay.
nothing crazy is gonna happen.
Alright,
It's not like invisible ink that says like.
no.
like,
It's
Like-
just
but is it saying it's the ruler that's right now or the ruler at some point of the mine?
whoever is in charge when you arrange the meeting, whoever is in charge.
When you arrange the meeting, so that's good, and I'll just sign it like. All right, cool.
Fantastic. As you do that, you see a very small mark appear on the back of your hand that looks like a chain circle. Fantastic.
Everyone is like, cool. Now, spill the beans.
I will give you 3 pieces of information for that gift. The first, the entire base of the city was a creation that only I could manage. It is made of a stone as dark as night, with strange abilities found only at the very heart of the elemental plane of Earth. It is called Orishalko. The towers, the palace, the base of the city, they are all made from this. It helps to insulate from all kinds of forces, including gravity. The second, the cute little city on the patchwork planet called Jarsai. It was an experiment created by the Jinn to see if genie kind could live in peace with each other. While within the city, we have total control of our sections, but we cannot act directly against any other section of the city. It's been an interesting power struggle for the last 1,000 years. And finally, the information that you have come for. The Touchstone. The Black Bulwark. The reason it is at the center of the city is because it has the ability to absorb any energy and convert it into something useful. In this case, it is useful for the city itself. It takes the raw magical power from certain vents in the volcano and converts it into an energy that we can use to power lights, magical things that the rest of the multiverse has no concept even exist yet.
We're just gonna steal the city's power grid?
I was like,
Oh, we're just gonna have someone attune to it.
No, that's not how it works. You don't
are
actually
we the
take
good
it.
guys
You
here?
just take a little piece of it. But yes, that would be super fucked.
like, I thought I was a good guy.
Yes, it is. You will have to discuss with Cartel, but we have not seen the third architect for many, many years. We think he might be down there too.
Is that why there's no lights on in his house?
That's the assumption that we have.
Could always check it out.
Alright.
Make sure.
Fool, is that it? Is that all you got?
For now.
All right. And Edward is just jumping up and like, where's the little guy from the elevator? And just looks down. Come on here, boy.
You see the elevator slowly rising to the top as the Sultan looks at you and says, "I'm sure I will see you again soon, won't I?"
Probably.
Maybe.
And as you are jostled onto the elevator, you hear your cockroaches go. And with that, we are going to take our 5-minute break.
Alright.
Yay! You have talked to one of the architects. Fabulous. You're going to go talk to the next one. Let's see if we can figure out what the fuck is going on with this damn palace and what's happening in this city. Get your hands on that planar touchstone and get home.
Let's do it.
So, before we go, I definitely want to say, hey, sign up for our giveaway. We are going to be doing the drawing on Thursday. There's all kinds of fun, fabulous prizes that you can win. And we're going to take a very quick little 3 to 5 minute break, and we will be back in just a sec. Thank you, and see you in a minute. Welcome back, everybody. I hope you are all having a glorious, glorious day. Very excited about it. If you like what we are doing, we are also starting on a new venture. We are actually starting a foundation called the Foundation for Inclusivity in Gaming. And it is going to be all about helping small streamers of color LGBTQ, neurodivergent streamers to maintain themselves in the space so that we always have diverse voices happening in the space. If you want to help us get to that goal, you can definitely go check out our Ko-fi page and help us get there. Help us get to that fabulous, cut through all the red tape to actually create a real 501c3, which takes a little time and a little cash. So if you want to help us, please head over to Ko-fi and help make sure that all kinds of fabulous voices get heard in our delightful community. And with that, let us continue in Gehenna.
Let's do it.
Leroy.
As you leave the elevator, the little homunculus with the sad smile waves at you.
Can we take him with him?
You see,
Grabbing him up?
as you try to take him off the elevator, as soon as he crosses the boundary of the door, whatever part of him you're dragging crumbles into dust.
No.
I was gonna call him cranky.
And a bolt of
So many
lightning
nicknames
hits
ready.
you for 100 d6 damage for that awful dad joke.
Well,
Come on.
200 d6 damage. Yes. So sadly, you cannot take the homunculus with you. I know that everybody likes accumulating fabulous pets from all over
so
the multiverse.
200d6 is 669.
Wow.
Nice.
You probably survived that.
Yeah, you're fine. Just
You're fine,
shake
fine.
it off.
Right.
I'm actually
No worries.
resistant to BS damage.
Oh.
Okay, so you take half.
Fuck yeah.
That's the kind of damage it is. All right. Okay, let's see what happens to Relic.
Yeah.
Yes, so you have left. You see the other tower with a light on just across a beautiful park. This is the only open space that you've actually seen in the whole city. Everything else is just these massive buildings. What are you going to do?
All right.
Yeah, well,
All right.
Let's
the
go.
other
Next
tower.
pillar, yeah.
I think my friends are also very impatient, so let's go.
As
Hear
you
from
get
the cockroaches.
As you get to the that's right. Gives you some fabulous travel music. I love it. As you approach the other tower, you notice that when you get within about 10 feet of it, suddenly little bits of light start outlining the doorway.
I step back and I do it again.
And they dim and then they go on again. Yeah.
Test with my hands. and like,
as you-
see where
As you are doing that, you see a window from up at the top of the tower open up, and you hear someone shout down, "Stop that, you crazy kids!
Oh.
You hooligans! You're all hooligans! Go on, get out of here!"
Get off my lawn!
Okay, I stop. Okay, let's go in. It wasn't fun anyway.
As you try to go in,
Old
you
man
watch
Jenkins.
you watch him like touch something on the wall, and suddenly like the door just slides closed. It's like, "What do you want, damn hooligans?"
And Edward is just like, does Edward has 2 jars?
2 jars?
Yes.
your
Because
cockroach
Edward
is not
wants
getting
to
along.
place his cockroaches on one side of where the gate starts to get with the light, and on the other side where it isn't, so the cockroaches can go up and down as the hooligans. Making the doorway go light.
My God. Oh my God. You see, like, as now that like this guy is standing next to whatever is the button that controls the door, you can see that like some pretty bright lights start flashing on and off as the cockroaches just go back and forth. And he's like, "What the hell are you doing down there? Oh my god!"
Your door is
They're
so
making
pretty.
noises, right? Yeah.
Just yell up, "We're trying to get to your palace!"
Yeah, we've got a few questions, and if you can't answer them, that's okay. But I'm gonna list them, and then you tell me if you can answer them, and we can speed this whole thing up.
He just looks at me. He's like, "Stop it with the damn lights! Ugh.
Okay.
I'll let you in. Just stop."
Edward.
Edward, come on.
Edward picks up the cockroaches again.
That's
You
so,
did great.
it's like, I thought you would just stop it, whatever you want.
Damn it. Damn kids.
Is the door open? Can we go inside?
Yes, the door pops
Great.
open.
Let's
Oh my
go.
gosh.
Love how we're terrorizing the elderly now.
Yeah, and what you see is just like, it looks like a portal. It looks like the beginning of a of like a Blink type portal.
Oh,
Link? Are we going into the ethereal
Dimension
plane?
door. Sorry,
Oh,
sorry,
okay.
dimension door. My bad. There is, so like a dimension door type portal.
Cool.
Edward just
walk
stepped in. Whee!
I follow in behind.
Yep.
As you enter, it just teleports you right to the top.
Great.
And as you look around, oh my god, did you really do two? Oh my god. You did. Why am I scrolling down so much on the damn page?
A lot of D6.
So as you enter, you find yourselves in a warehouse lined with every type of workspace imaginable. Alchemy supplies trickle onto a carpenter's bench, which spills sawdust into a forge. The whole space seems like a craftsman's dream come true. You search for signs of life, but all you can make out is a lumpy mass of soot and dirt. It begins moving towards you and mumbling something. In a moment, you realize that it was mumbling a prestidigitation spell that cleaned away the grime, revealing a well-dressed, rakishly handsome gnome. "Cartel Granish at your service. Do you need a
Nice to
magic
meet
item made or a
Oh.
city designed? Perhaps you need a demon's name discovered? Well, I have the tools for that trade, whatever that trade happens to be."
Great.
I like this guy already.
Main question. Yeah, I like him. He's straight and to the point. Okay. Big question. We need to know how to get the rock that's underneath the
we need a
palace.
piece of it.
We need a piece of it. Yeah.
we don't-
So we need to go. We need to know how to get there. Can you
You-
answer that?
You want to get in the palace?
Yeah,
Under it, you know, where the thing is.
the bulwark.
Yeah.
We need
Oh.
to touch it.
We need a little bit of it.
Touch the stone.
Yeah, touch
Kiss
it.
the Blarney
like,
stone.
You need to kiss
like the
bl-
druid
You need to kiss the
did?
Blarney Stone.
Just
Sure.
just a little kiss.
The druid.
Probably an Irish mythology joke.
Okay.
No. This is actually, he's asking you, like, in the game.
Oh,
This
Okay.
is-
What-
Sorry.
Oh.
Druid.
What?
I'm sorry. Yes, I see how Blarney Stone and Druid. Yes. All right. So I see the confusion there. There's.
Just a little
You
confusion
think
in our
back-
D&D
You
section.
think back to the conversation you just had with the Sultan, and remember that the Sultan had mentioned that the third architect was a druid.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, Edward totally remembers that.
Relic
You
remembers
sure
that too.
do.
Yes.
All right.
So you're trying. So you need to get into the palace.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yes.
through the maze in a safe way, preferably without losing arms.
Well, I don't get a lot of visitors. Do you want some tea?
Oh, Yeah.
Oh, that
Yeah,
would be
actually,
Thank
This
you.
guy rules.
I've got-
Thank you.
Sorry
I've
about
got
you.
some sausages.
Oh yeah.
Hell
Perfect.
yeah, man.
do you have any
And,
whale blubber?
I love him already.
He does. It's not nearly as high quality as the stuff behind the bar. It's a little dried,
Just
but
Good that he was thinking of,
yeah.
this.
He was prepared.
Yes.
He heads over to a little section of one of the work tables. It looks like it's where all of his chef's tools are, and he just starts whipping up like a pot of tea and some sausages. Starts cooking those up. It smells fantastic. And he's sort of talking over his shoulder as he's doing all this. So what brings you all to Gehenna?
The Rock.
Yeah, mostly just that.
Sure.
Just the Rock.
Oh, sure. Yeah. I've heard a lot from friends all over about how the Touchstones are starting to come to life again.
Yep.
Yeah.
Do you know how to get to the Rock?
Yeah, and
Oh, sure. Yeah, there's not sure you want to go there though.
Right.
Why
Well,
not?
we kind of have to,
We
you know.
kinda have to.
Kind of a job.
Like,
And I just want to say sorry about the lights. I mean, your front door is so pretty. It just
We
sparks
have
something
to.
in our brains.
How-
Just with like
Wait,
you
how
had
do
the-
they know?
So
How does it know to
I
turn
have to-
on?
I have to touch the button. Everybody has to touch the button.
very cool. Very cool.
There's yeah, I think that there is definitely something to be said for that. That was how I was sort of advertising for my services for a long time, but
Oh,
you know, Quelter's been sort of a dick. It's really sort of
Yeah.
nobody wants to come near the palace anymore.
Yeah. We
So-
made it.
Like,
We get
We
it.
noticed.
we just
It
met
makes
him.
sense.
Yeah, he's a
Yeah.
jerk.
Yeah.
never met the guy, but it sounds awful.
Yeah, he's not great. There's we originally, when we were making everything over here, the whole point was that there were all kinds of people all over the lower plains that needed some place to go because everything was being torn up by the blood war. And that's why we started this whole thing. And then, you know, all of a sudden Quelter appeared one day and just started making deals with people and killing people and taking things over. It just, yeah, we didn't realize what was going on until it was too late. And then all of a sudden,
But-
You know?
but you are a master tinkerer, right? Don't you have any magic item that can constrain him?
no, that's the thing about Rakshasas. They're like immune.
Mm.
To everything?
A lot
Yeah.
of things.
Almost
I thought you-
anything.
What
Oh
about
Is there like a
What about-
special item that would kill a Rakshasa?
like a knife? Is he immune to knives?
Like a cool rock?
I don't know. We don't even know where they come from. They just, you know, they
I mean,
they
they
just
they were they were devils once, and then they got so cool that they got a special boon or something. As I understand
Well,
it.
that's what they tell people.
Oh, but that's not the truth.
Well, no.
Right.
So one of the things that I do, you know, as sort of a hobby, is I find true names for people. I used to be very good at it, and it was just, you know, if you needed to find out who, like the devil that was chasing after you for 1,000 years, you know,
Mhm.
what his true name was, so that you could get away from them. You know, I would definitely, you know, help out. You know, I could help you find that. And it's weird because there was just the strange thing about Rakshasan history is that there were no Rakshasas before Gehenna. I can't find any history of them anywhere. Nowhere in the multiverse before we built this place. So, I don't know. There seems to be some sort of connection here between them.
Hmm.
But yeah,
And you-
there's.
So would you say you like built this city and Rakshasa rule? You built this city. Yeah, it was bad.
We did.
I tried.
Yeah,
I tried.
I feel you. I see you, and I appreciate you. If we're not allowed to fail, we're not allowed to try. You know, like there's no. He just sort of he looks at you and he's sort of sad because he remembers what this place was supposed to be. You know what his intention for it was and how it got co-opted. He's like, yeah, there were three of us. We all had this idea, you know. The Sultan, he wanted to prove that he could do this to all of his other brothers up there in the plane of Earth and show that he's the most powerful because he can make a whole city all by himself. You know, the Druid was here because he wanted this to be sort of a preserve. He went a little nuts with the experimentation on animals, but that's the reason that we have the legs. You know, he actually created those.
Oh,
Wild.
I thought,
Yeah, he grew them.
For a moment, I thought the goat legs.
But he was a good guy once upon a time. I don't know what happened. We haven't seen him in, God, a couple thousand years now.
I thought the other architect said he was at the stone, he believed.
Yeah, well, he used to go down there all the time. It was something, he was trying to find a way to like connect to the stone somehow. But, you know, he knew about planar touchstones, but they've been inactive for so long. And,
what if he
you know, he
did
was
now
trying to,
they're-
he what?
What if he did now they're active?
Oh, I don't even know. It's been literally thousands of years. He can't still be alive. You know?
I mean, you are.
Well, yeah, because that's because I got this amulet. And he pulls out an amulet.
Yes.
And it is it's an amulet. It's essentially an amulet of immortality. He just while he's wearing it, he just doesn't age.
Did you make that yourself?
That's pretty cool.
Oh yeah.
Holy
Yeah,
shit.
I make all kinds of stuff.
Hey, do you want to make my shoes really cool? Like, maybe fire comes out of them and I can fly around? That sounds dope. That sounds dope as hell.
I
Doper
have
than hell.
so many questions for you.
Can I have a bag that
Yes.
just makes whatever potions I want just appear?
Yeah. Well, you know, the Sultan and Stripes, they both ask me for all kinds of things too. You know.
I mean, if you have anything that you're like dying to make, but you need an excuse, here it is.
I mean, the only excuse I need now is customers, but I don't
How
have any
much?
idea.
I mean, we've got a couple hags that we could know the names of. Like a trio of hags.
Oh, is it the
That's
Alchemy Sisters?
Yeah, I think so. The ones that are holed up in the mine.
Yeah. Annika, I know Annika.
Hey,
Yeah.
you could set up a booth in the mine, in the market.
Yeah. You can
People
sell it
would
to
totally
everyone in the
support
world. The multiverse.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my god, yes.
Yeah, you'd
We
be
got
like
Formians,
perfect.
we got pirate shit, we got people from other places.
Yeah,
Oh,
there was
that
a
sounds
there was a
pretty
there was
cool.
a devil lady in there that
Yeah.
she's like Russian or something. Like they're coming from all over.
Like, in short, we're
4
creating
arms.
there what you
Yeah.
wanted to create here.
And when you say that, he suddenly perks up.
Aw.
He's like, "What do you mean?"
Well, anyone can come in through the portals we've set up, and
It's
there's
sell
shops
to the
and there's places
entire
to
multi,
stay.
every plane, everybody.
Well,
You
as
can
many
see it as a
planes as
second
we have.
chance.
We're doing our best.
Yeah, we're working on it. We're working on expansion.
We could
Trying to get-
There's a second
totally,
chance.
we could totally hook you up with that marketplace, but we would need a detailed guide as to how to get inside this palace.
Or you could just take us.
Or
I
you
mean,
can
you
take
seem-
us.
You
Yeah.
seem like a really nice guy. I
I
actually
like
have a
you.
personal
I-
question.
If I stepped into that palace, Queltor would just, he'd tear me apart.
I mean, you built the damn thing. It's got to have a weakness.
Well,
Or many weaknesses.
it does.
I mean,
Look,
like a
if
weakness you
can-
put in
if
there on
you can get
purpose,
me,
not
if
one
you
you
can
did on
get
accident.
me,
Sorry.
if you can get me into this place you're talking about,
Mhm.
I can get you through.
Yeah,
I think we can just do
No
that.
problem.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
can just make
I
moves.
have
Do we
I
need a
have an
contract
amulet.
or yeah?
I mean, or you
Can-
could just
can we just send a
move
message?
there, and you would have to be here if you didn't want to be.
That's true.
Yeah.
Even
you
I'll
just-
Really?
admit, it's better than hell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Oh.
Delvers are
The
always
in-betweens.
looking for.
There's
new
a cool.
people. I
There's
mean,
like, we have a guy
We
who
could
can make you a house.
Totally. Yeah, we could totally use like a really good artificer
Oh,
Like-
I'm real good.
Legendary.
and a
So,
historian,
Mm-hmm.
a wondrous historian.
Can I try to get behind the artificer? And just hug him and just like, we're best friends now.
He gives you like a pat on the arm. He's like, "It's so nice to have company," and he brings over like a big pile of sausages and a bunch of tea.
Mm.
while everybody's like taking a snack or something, I'm just gonna like go up to him and ask him about like, hey, I'm attuned to one of these planar touchstones, and
I can see that.
I can't really use it. It's way too much for me. Is there anything? Can you like build me a machine to help understand all of this information I'm getting?
Well,
from
what
it?
kind of information is it?
It's all of it.
You're gonna have to be a little more specific, Sonny.
Well, you see, it's the memories of Nemesine.
It's what?
Yeah, like all of them, I think.
Wait, is there a new Touchstone? I've never heard of that one.
Yeah. Tried one time and it made it.
You made Nemesine cry? Why would you do
No,
that?
we
She's
didn't.
so
We were
nice.
just there.
It
It was Mephistopheles.
It was Mephistopheles.
Wait, what?
Bitch.
Yeah,
I-
we've been around.
And he makes you sit down and tell him the whole.
We tell him the
But
whole
we
story.
tell him we
You know,
fucking love this guy. We'll tell him whatever he wants to know.
Yeah,
sit down eating
he's,
sausages.
You tell him the whole story about like Nemesine's temple being broken and Mephistopheles like kidnapping her and her dropping her memory so that Mephistopheles couldn't get his hands on it. All that kind of stuff.
By the way, guys, watch the VOD on YouTube. Awesome episode.
So he looks at me and he's like, gotta check some things out. And he goes over to one of his workstations and he starts like flipping through a couple of books. And he's like, oh God, that's crazy. Wait, the skin's not a plate. It's not a touchstone anymore. What's going on here? And he sort of brings over this book, and each page seems to have a touchstone on it. And you notice that some of the pages are actually lit up,
Oh shit.
and some of the pages are dark. And he's like, what? I haven't looked at this in years. And he realizes suddenly that every time a new planar touchstone is created, an old planar touchstone loses its power.
Oh fuck!
Oh.
I'll just kind of go through the book when he's going through it with him and like point out the ones that I recognize from the vision and like add new shapes to it or kind of help him out, I guess.
Yeah, there are a couple. You see the Fountain of Youth in there, and it's a planar touchstone. You see the skeleton of the Titan King is a touchstone. There's all kinds of other, like the luminous geometry is in there, all that kind of stuff. But there's no mention of the memory of Mnemosyne. There's no. There's a couple that have been like you see a couple have gone dark that are older touchstones.
Wow. But yeah, I mean, I get flashes of information like this, and I've seen an image of all of these lights going dim and another one lighting up, and there's always the same number. It's always 42.
Yeah. That's crazy. It must mean the melody's shifting. That's
the melody.
Okay. The melody of the music of the spheres. It's the oldest legend. There are stories about people that have gone out into the Rainbow Sea, into the phlogiston, deep, deep. And there are spots where if you stay there, you can literally hear all the crystal spheres singing. And it tells you the future and the past. But mortal minds cannot. They just can't handle it. So they go a little nuts most of the time. But the music. The music must be changing. Maybe we're in a new age. Maybe we're in a new phrase of the music, or a new note is starting. I don't know. That's amazing, though.
So, do you think you can help me?
Help you do what?
I need a machine made to help filter through all of this information so I can use it.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe. That would be interesting. Going through the memories of a goddess. You know, they're actually on like all the planes that they exist on simultaneously. So that information, that's got to be crazy. Trying to get all that information. Cool. Yeah, I might be able to make something like that happen. That would be awesome. Yeah, I think. Yeah. So, if you can get me a place in this place where you're at, then I could definitely help you get through.
Yeah, we could set you up right next to the Hunter's Lodge if you want.
Fantastic. Oh, it'll be nice to be around people who aren't just so depressed all the time. I swear to God, all you ever hear is this sort of sad trumpet music around here. These cockroaches. Just,
Shoo. All right, so like I just kind of give him a note in my handwriting for like Corton or for whoever, and just hand this to a guard or to anybody. Go talk to Corton, and we'll get you set up.
Awesome. And he looks at you and he's like, I'll do it for Stripes. Stripes would want this. I miss him.
Well, the genie, he said that Stripes is still down there?
I don't know how he could survive this long. You know?
Well, if we find him, we can bring something back from him, or bring him back alive if he is. I mean, who knows?
That would be amazing.
All right. So yeah, any information you could get us to get down there.
He looks at you and he says, I got just the thing. I can get you through the palace. Give me 1 sec while I find it. He wanders over to one of his workstations, and as he heads over to the window, without him noticing, you suddenly see a red dot sort of zero in on his chest.
I dive in
Oh,
front of him.
I was gonna
Push him.
say, we all dive in front of him.
Dive in
Yes.
front of him.
No!
This
Block
guy-
it! Block it with our bodies!
Fuck you, he's
All
going
right,
to live.
everybody-
No!
Everybody give me a dexterity saving throw.
We're
I'm gonna use
take
my
this bugger.
inspiration, do it with advantage.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
19s, baby.
double
Oh my
19s.
God.
Don't you dare harm him.
16.
How
All
dare
right.
you?
So, Edward, you were not fast enough, but
Yeah.
as each of you jumps in front of him,
And, like,
3
shove him.
scorching rays come shooting through the window, one hitting you one after the other as you all throw yourselves in front of him.
No! Don't you dare touch
Don't
him!
kill him.
Is the only NPC
No.
I'd like?
He's
Yeah.
insane!
We're gonna talk to him all the time
Yeah.
back at Delver
Yeah!
Can I?
How dare you!
As,
How much damage is that?
it's
Don't
gonna
care.
be a 3d6 for each of you.
So it was like a
Fire
scorching
Or
ray
is it
sniper
2d8?
rifle?
Wait, is it 2d8?
Well, hold on,
What's
I have it
scorching-
still. Hold on.
scorching ray?
Base scorching ray.
Yeah.
And 2d6 is the base.
2d6,
Yeah.
okay.
Like Edward is just gonna try to grab the legs and then just pull him down. Like he cannot be hit.
He's a gnome. I mean, he's already short.
He's pretty short. Yeah, we probably could have just stood up and it would have hit us.
He needs to be shorter.
He's not a big target. I mean,
Yeah, but it still was much cooler this way.
The
Just
scorching
Okay.
ray just hits us all in the legs.
oh.
Don't you dare touch him!
And
I'm calling Corton on the sending stone right now. This guy is going to Delver Street.
He looks
at
Yeah,
you.
you
Lord,
give him
please.
into witness protection.
Right?
he looks at you and he presses a button on the wall, and suddenly metal shields just slam down
Fuck
around
yeah.
all of the windows.
Yeah, of course.
He's
he
like,
does.
Okay.
"Ugh."
I'm like guarding him anyway, like just standing around him.
He sort
You're
of he
gonna
sort of
die.
pushes you out of the way. He's like, "We're fine. We're fine. Pelter can't get through that."
Okay.
Ugh.
Was that like a sniper rifle?
No, it was just Quelter. Anytime anybody tries to help somebody get into the palace, he tries to kill them.
But here,
Appreciate it,
what
eh?
was that red dot?
Oh,
One of your creations?
no, it literally was like the
Yeah,
scorching
but, like,
ray
what was
creating
it?
a little.
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Gotcha. I was like,
How much
Just
damage
a little
was that?
a little homing beacon.
Just someone roll
2d6.
2d6.
Yeah, each person takes 2d6.
Okay, who's gonna roll it?
I'll do it.
I'll roll it.
Okay.
Here we go. Or did
But
somebody else? Okay,
Well, I
so
was-
10 damage.
yeah.
10 fire
Oh.
damage.
I feel
5 if you're
take
fire
I more
resistant.
damage or do I take no damage?
You take no damage. You were not hit by any of these. Yeah.
My fail was a success.
So as you guys, he's like, "Oh, thank you. All right. Here, this is the thing." And he goes over, and he's sort of like, there are just piles of things everywhere, and he sort of like is digging one of them, and he comes out, and he holds up this little golden ball, and he looks at you all, and he's like, "This is the sketch." And as he says that, he presses a little button, and like little golden wings come out and start flapping on either side of this little golden ball that now starts flying around the room. It lights up, it sheds light, it sheds actual daylight in a 30-foot radius.
Wow.
And he's like, "Listen, we designed the palace so that no one could get to the Touchstone. That's the whole reason it exists. This palace is a mechanical maze. It's not just a maze, though. The walls shift and change as you go through it, reconfiguring themselves to try to move you out of the maze in the wrong direction again. All right? But as they move, the thing is that we really didn't want people to go down there. So, the sides of the walls are made of razors. So if you're not quick enough, it'll slice you, you know. So, but the sketch will get you through the maze.
Right?
And de-raise it, not raise it.
Well, I mean, it'll show you the way. It's gonna be up to you to make sure you don't die.
I guess
Sounds like fun. Let's go.
Yay!
You
Hooray!
got everything. Are you going to make it to Delver's Dream? I mean,
It'll be fine. I'll be here when you come out.
Okay.
okay.
If
You're
this
sure
man
about that?
dies,
I'm going
rioting.
to riot in the streets, Kyle.
Yeah.
Can we persuade him to teleport right now?
We'll meet you in Delver's Dream. By that time, I mean. So okay. So now what? Do we get? What's his name to come with us?
Yeah.
Through the
Yeah.
maze?
With the what? Who?
Peregrine.
Peregrine.
He left, right?
No, he's still here.
I mean, we have to find him
he's-
somewhere.
Yeah, he's still hanging out with the Mystic.
Oh, I thought you said he left. Anywho, question. I remember at the beginning of this adventure, you said that Peregrine was the one that was going to tune to this. Is that what it was what Corton said, right?
Yeah, that was Corton's plan.
Okay. You
So
know.
we got to bring him with us there.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
how late is it in the day? Because the day is already pretty long.
Yeah, you guys have spent a lot of hours with this guy. It took several hours for you to navigate through the city. So yeah, you're getting close to you're probably at like dinner time right now.
All right. I guess we'll go
Guess
tell
we'll go
Peregrine
back
the plan
and get
for
Peregrine.
tomorrow and
Yeah.
then leave.
Yeah,
Sounds
we
good.
did just
I
get hit
am
with the fire
hungry.
thing.
Don't love those.
Yeah, not a fan.
No,
It tickled something
no.
awful. Like I'm fine, but it tickled. I hate that.
It took like a third of my health.
Shigirl is fire resistant.
God, right?
my
Yay!
Yeah.
But,
That's what's
but
up.
I can just do. Let me quickly see because I forgot my spell list.
Sure. What would you like to do?
I want to cast Healing Word on 3rd level.
Third level.
Fabulous. And who are you casting it on?
Sweet Drow. I think I can only one.
That's okay. I'm good.
Yeah, that's great.
We're gonna go sleep right now too. We're gonna go rest.
Yeah, but after a rest, I would get my spell slots back anyway, so I can better
That's
heal
fair.
her just in case.
Yeah, thank you for that.
Fabulous.
And just before we're leaving the tower, I just want to kneel down to the gnome and say, if you die, I will come find your soul and rip it apart. So
He pats you on the back again, and you guys leave full of tea and sausages and new hope for the universe.
Yeah.
Yay!
Yay,
One
new
good
friend!
man.
What a
That's
contrast
right.
between the other guy.
I like that guy.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
as you're heading back out, you can make it. Because you made it here. You know the way back to the 100 feet in. All right, so you can just head back there. It's still going to take you probably about like an hour of walking to actually get there through all the weird alleys and stuff like that. But you make
Sure.
it. Is there anything that you'd like to do there?
Take a nap. Go to sleep.
Yeah, just go
Sure.
to bed.
I don't remember if we already asked him,
Fabulous.
but if he has
I
any
might.
goat, he doesn't have any goat, does he? That's the other guy. Just the other guy.
No.
You do pass that same place.
Okay, yeah,
on
I'll
your
go
way.
in there and grab a goat.
Absolutely, get
Just-
some goat.
He'll be like, he won't even say anything. He'll just look the guy in the eye because you ratted him out. Put the 6 gold on the thing. Just wait.
And you see the goat as it shows up. You see it step out of the bath as the demon just sort of kills it and swipes its leg and hands it to you.
I'll
Very
actually
fresh
do 2,
goat.
1 for each hand.
So you now have 2 full goat legs.
Yep.
So
Best
big.
12 gold ever spent.
It's so
Yep.
big.
Yep. Lots and lots of food. You guys are good. It tastes amazing.
Oh, yes.
By the way.
Relic's gonna hang out with the bartender, just be like for a couple hours while everybody else is getting ready for bed. Be like, what's a Lemure like you doing in a place like this? You know?
He's like, well, he just sort of
Get
looks
it.
at you and he's like,
Get it, Relic.
yeah.
And then fade to black.
Yep.
No. Absolutely not.
He looks at you and he's like, well, the life of a Lemure out in the hells, it's just, it's not great.
I get it, man. I mean, on the prime material plane, I'm basically a monster. I mean, I've never seen any of my people free. It's ridiculous.
Oh, I mean, you should go check out Eberron.
Eberron, that's the first I've heard of that.
Oh, that's a whole other crystal sphere from you then.
Maybe one of these days or centuries, I don't know.
Yeah. No, I hear you. This place was supposed to be magical. It was for all of us who didn't wanna. We might have made some mistakes in life. And then when we came down here, we all got turned into monsters, but we didn't wanna, we didn't wanna.
Yeah,
We wanted to be better.
Nobody
we
wants
got here
to,
and-
you know?
It all sort of went to hell. But I suppose that's why we're here in the lower planes anyway.
Well, I mean, I can drink to that, and I'll just cheers him, and I'll drink, and I'll go to bed.
All right, you may each take a long rest and recuperate yourselves.
Yeah.
Huzzah!
Can Edward, 15 minutes before he goes to bed, just keeps his ear to the fortune teller's chamber to listen and then satisfied go to his bed?
Pervert.
Enjoyer of
he hears Peregrine and the fortune teller chatting,
Okay.
about old adventures, where they met, all of that fun stuff. You definitely hear the name Tara more than once.
Oh.
And now you go to sleep. Now, as you wake to a new day, you are ready to face your fate in the palace. Or would you like to do something else?
5 more
Would you like-
minutes.
Snooze!
You don't want to get out of your bed?
Oh, it's warm and
Sure.
I just flipped the bed.
Oh, shoot. McCall,
I'm
please,
definitely
you
not
guy.
getting out of bed. I'm staying in. I'm trapped. Can't move. Oops.
He flipped your bed.
Alright, then
Bye.
Edward's just gonna sit on the bed like, sure, if you be like that.
You are going to squish me to death. You are very large.
You call my bottom big?
You are objectively much larger than this 5'6" tiefling who has been starved most of her life. Yes. But if you
Everyone is
want to
just like-
kill America's favorite monk, go ahead.
America's favorite.
Alright, you got
it. I love
Canon.
a point. You got a point.
Cannon. America's favorite monk, McCall.
Yeah, there is.
That's what Glacia used to call her, and she like didn't get it.
Didn't get it.
It's because one of Glacia's lieutenants was named America, and
Oh, Vespucci.
she was, and you were her favorite monk. Yeah. So America is still down in
America
Melbourne
was
if you
okay.
want to go. If you want to go visit her.
Go visit America.
Is that your monk teacher? I feel like that could be your monk teacher.
She's my she's my Mr. Miyagi maybe.
Yeah, you're
she's your sensei.
But like the evil kind.
Yeah.
So Kreese, the Cobra Kai one.
Yes.
Yeah. It is absolutely you. We canon now. You know American martial arts.
There you go. Gun fu.
Yeah.
An American trained monk.
That's
I don't want
right.
to just like, so if you want to stay in the bed and we want to go, that just means we need to take the bed with us. So he just tries to lift the bed and
But we don't own that bed.
Yeah, we don't.
Praxis. Please.
Come on, let's. Kyle, how much longer do you need before we can go?
Oh, just like 5 minutes. Well, 10
Alright.
now because of this
Okay,
asshole.
that's fine. That's fine. We'll wait 10 minutes. It's
Literally, I said
Yeah.
5 more
Yeah.
minutes.
Edward is just like, okay, 5 more minutes, and while the 5 minutes he's playing with his cockroaches.
just making so much noise.
You are such a dick. Oh my god.
I'm glad we didn't have to do like a "would you do it for a Scooby snack" type thing. 'Cause that
Oh
would...
my god. Yes, you are.
Would
you
you
are
do it
annoying
for
the
a
hell.
goat leg?
Right. You so as the gentlemen all leave the room, head down to the bar, and McCall continues to sort of slowly prepare herself for the day. What are you all gonna do?
I'm just gonna sit at the bar playing with my cockroaches,
Yeah, me
waiting
and
for
this Lemure,
anyone.
we're friends now. You know, we're just chatting.
You are, yeah. And now, as you are doing all that, as you're playing with cockroaches, having a good time, there's sort of like everybody's sort of like doing a little toe tapping, all that good stuff. Like they appreciate it. Yeah, they're having a good time. McCall, after several minutes, do you come and join the boys?
I'm a woman of my word. I needed 10 minutes. I took 10
Right?
minutes.
Yep.
McCall joins you, looking hale and hearty and refreshed. What would you all like to do?
Head
Breakfast.
straight over.
Oh, yep. Head straight over. Definitely.
Get Peregrine.
After breakfast.
Yeah, grab Peregrine.
Oh, yeah, I was gonna say. I was
Steal
really
him away
hoping that you
from
guys
his
were gonna
lover.
Forget that.
That'd be
because
so funny.
I was gonna make you go all the way back and go grab him if you forgot him.
That would have been hilarious.
Ugh.
I agree. It would
One of
have
y'all
made me
going
smile.
ascending.
Like, oh, where's Peregrine? Oh,
So as you head down to the fortune teller's door, you knock upon the door, and Peregrine, right as you're about to do it, Peregrine opens the door, and he looks at you and he says, "She told me you were going to be here in a minute. Hi, how is everyone?"
Good. We
good.
made some new friends.
Yeah.
Got a new artificer for the village in Delver's Dream.
Oh, ooh, who?
Oh, Cartel. One of the architects.
Yeah, he's awesome.
That's amazing. Good job, you guys.
Give-
He's
I like,
a
I
very
like,
nice guy.
I like put up my
Fabulous.
hand
You're
for a
gonna-
high
you're gonna love
five.
And as is anybody else putting up their hands for a high five?
Well, no,
They're
I
all
was gonna do it for Peregrine because he said good job.
Yeah. So as you do that, Peregrine just sort of without thinking, just like summons a Big B's hand to give you a
Oh,
high five. and accidentally sort of smashes you up against the wall.
Oh,
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 sorry.
oh,
My bad.
oh, okay.
Yeah, no, it was a thing that Corton and I used to do.
Oh, you used to. Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry.
I'll
How you
make sure to not
doing?
do that again.
Hope you're doing okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Just internal bruising.
Little, it'll be okay though. You'll be
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah, we have a heal.
And he looks back into the apartment at the fortune teller, and he like blows her a kiss, and he's like, "Okay, honey, I gotta go, but I'll see you someday soon, okay?" And she answers back, sure, I'll see you in, and she flips a card, well, in a while. And then he steps out.
All right.
Right.
You didn't forget anything here, did you, Peregrine?
Peregrine? Nope.
You know.
Nope. Have you figured out how to get into the palace?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we have
Oh,
a
yeah.
thing.
Yeah, we have a thing. Oh,
We just have to not get murdered by razor blades. But other than that, we're good.
Well,
Oh.
that's not great. So we shouldn't get, we should definitely try not to get murdered with razor blades, I guess.
it's
Yeah,
that's,
I
know, it's
mean,
a good
just
that's
plan.
preferred. It's the
something to look
preferred
out
method.
for. That's fine. Oh, also, we should look out for stripes. Some druid fellow. Also one of the
Yeah.
architects.
Yes.
Wait. Stripes? Why is it named Stripes?
I don't know. I
Maybe
don't
he
name
liked
people.
being a zebra.
Yeah, or a tig. Oh.
Oh, yeah. I was gonna say that, and I was like, no.
Well, we'll figure it. We'll find out.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Maybe he's got a cool scar. I
Yeah.
don't know what the hell the accent was.
Ooh, scar.
The cool scar. He's got a cool
Maybe he's
scar.
got a cool scar. I fought a tiger once.
Yeah, he's a
Did
big
you?
kid. Yeah, big
Yeah.
scar on his face.
See this knife? That's not a knife.
Oh, God.
That.
All right, now
That's
you're
annoying.
dead. Now you have to die.
How many times has Relic died now? Okay, let's.
I
keep
don't
count.
know. I don't know. But it's going to keep happening as long as you keep doing that.
Let's be honest, he's immortal already.
Yeah, he's already
That's
immortal.
right.
He doesn't even
Right.
need an amulet.
Yeah, lame amulets. Anyway, yeah, let's head over then. You know.
Yeah, so as that happens, you guys start heading out. You know the way. And as you head out, you see the city in a new light. You know that it's not all bad. It's not all terrible people. There's some cool artificers and some good goat.
Heck
Real
yeah.
good goat.
Yes.
There's you wander through the city as it wanders around the volcano. And you realize that even in the lower planes, there might be some hope for people. You just need to light the spark for them. And after a few hours, you get to the palace. You're standing outside the grounds looking up at this beautiful masterpiece. Gold and platinum reaching up into the sky. Created to look as though it were almost a natural formation coming straight out of the ground. There is a long, straight walkway heading right up to the palace gates. Will you enter?
Now let's go home. Tired. Goodbye.
Right,
Goodbye,
nah.
through the
Done.
thing.
Let's just go. We got a
That's
cool
what-
artificer. That's good enough.
This
Trip
one's
well
not really
spent.
striking my fancy. Yeah.
Otherwise,
Yeah,
it's
no,
all
that's fine.
halfway.
Yeah?
Just stairs.
You guys just want to head home? Totally fine.
Nope.
That'd be funny.
Just
Nope.
stop right at the end, just like, you know what? I'm not feeling it today.
We get to
Nope.
the, we get to the
Nope, we're
touchstone.
good.
We're like,
Yeah,
let's
bye.
not attune to it.
This
Okay, bye.
one's-
What does it do?
This
Yeah,
one's
it's kind of
scary.
stinky.
I don't like it.
Yeah.
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 Smelly. I don't want to touch it. Okay.
Gross.
We're gonna make Peregrine touch it anyway. So.
Right. Right.
Right.
All right. Yeah. I
Let's
guess
go in.
I'll go in. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, we pull out the little
let Relic
little
go
thing,
first.
and
no.
Like
Ladies
what?
first. I insist.
I'll go first.
You're very hefty, friend.
Edward
All
doesn't
right.
care about.
I'll follow behind Edward. I'll just.
Edward doesn't have the patience for this.
As you begin to move towards the palace, on top of the front gate of the palace, in a puff of smoke, you see Quelta appear.
oh yay!
Oh, lovely friend is back.
Oh, you're ugly in person.
No, don't be so mean to our friend.
He stretches himself out on the top of the gate, just staring at you.
Oh,
And he just
look-
looks.
We press on.
Yes.
Is he
Do
doing that
something.
thing where like
Edward,
cats are like
stop.
licking their leg? Like.
Edward
Um,
just stops and looking
Yeah,
at
you
him.
see-
Like, oh.
You see him start to like raise his leg to lick it, and suddenly that whole section gets blurred out.
Oh.
Gross.
Edward is so into it.
There's no. He watches you.
The censor of the
He
universe.
watches you as you enter, and he laughs as you enter the door, just staring at you, giggling.
How is this guy still in charge if he's literally the only person on this city that thinks he should be in charge?
Yeah, and he's
That's a
like
good
he's like
question.
obsessed with us. Like, isn't he have like
Wait, should we
benefits
ask
to
him?
do?
I just
We
want
We can
to
ask
raise
him
our
after we
hand.
kick his ass.
Well, after
There's no
Peregrine
one
kisses-
like you.
How are you still in charge if nobody thinks you should be in charge? You can't
Backflips
possibly
are
Because
so
be
no
last
one-
season.
Because no one can beat me.
Anybody can do a backflip, and I just won't try.
I do a backflip. I'm a monk.
Right?
Yeah.
I'm an American trained.
Hell yes,
Now.
you are.
As you do your backflip, his eyes sort of open up a little bit, and he does a backflip exactly the same way as you. He looks down at you and he says, your technique is sloppy. America
Okay.
should do better next time she trains someone.
I'm unbothered. It happened. Like I did a backflip, has accomplished the same thing.
I'm
I
gonna
am
try
now
to do a
facing the
backflip.
same way I was facing earlier, which is
He
what
then-
backflips are.
He then stands up, and you see him take a position in a form that you recognize, and you realize that America trained him as well. What you are dealing,
Fucker.
He's an
what you are dealing
American
with
tiger.
is not just. He's not just a Rakshasa.
All right, I take the
You
crane position. I am going to kick him in the face. No, I'm not, but
No, you.
it was a good Karate Kid reference.
Huh.
You
Sweep the leg, McCall.
recognize. That's right. You recognize, because you did that backflip, I'm going to give you a little something, which is he's not just a Rakshasa. He is a Rakshasa who is also a monk.
Bitch. I hate this man.
But we already know McCall's America's favorite.
And he was
monk.
trained by your mistress.
Oh
You could
no!
be- you might be American trained, But you're not
Can I
America's
try-
favorite.
You're not America's favorite.
That's true. I'm gonna try to do a backflip too.
Stop. You absolutely get inspiration for that, McCall.
Yes.
That was glorious.
Can I try to climb up to the Rakshasa?
As you attempt to climb up to him, he just waves his cloak in front of you and disappears.
Aw.
There's-
Okay, bye.
Why
Can
does
Relic-
he always do that to me? I was so close to
Can Relic try to do a backflip?
You can
Relic.
please give me a dexterity roll. No, give me
Dexterity
an
or
athletics check. Give it acrobatics. Give me an
Acrobatics.
It's
acrobatics
the
roll.
same. It's the same bonus. So we'll see. I got a 4. Heck
Oh!
yeah!
Oh wow!
That's a straight 4.
Look at this
you
elephant
attempt
go.
to do a backflip, and you just land on the stairs and just go clunk, 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 all the way down. Yep.
I just sit there like in a thinker type pose, and I'm like, they make it look so easy, you know?
They do. They do make it look easy. Now, will you open the gate to the palace?
Yes.
Yeah,
We're not going to be interrupted by this arsehole again.
let's do it. He's like obsessed with us. He probably has nothing better to do than just
He's
harass
so
us.
bored with this city.
Yes,
Right.
that's why he's so kind. Like,
Obviously.
just try to get into a car. Like,
Just trying to pet the kitty. Just want to
You know.
pet the nice kitty.
exactly.
Maybe he should just join us, you know? Maybe he had more fun fighting all the people we're fighting.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Exactly.
Yeah, let's
Exactly.
let's invite him to over stream, and he can do.
We'll try to
backflips
hire him,
if you
yeah.
will.
Yeah, just try it.
You can teach people how to do backflips. We need a monk
See.
teacher.
Yeah.
As you enter, the door opens easily. You step into an opulent hallway. It is perfect. The runners, the candelabras, the chandeliers, they're just stunning. Every wall is covered with tapestries and portraiture. And
I bet it's like a bunch of
minute-
like nude poses of this guy. That's definitely what it. The vibe I get from
Feels
him
like
would be
it, yeah.
just be like.
Now, as you look at the portraits, what you actually see portraits of the Sultan of the Chain. You see portraits of your gnome friend, and you see portraits of a man who must be the druid.
You have scars.
A man with kind eyes and a gentle demeanor. In other portraits, you see you see two of them. You see a gnome and a sultan with a tiger. And you realize that is why he is called Stripes.
He's just a tiger. Oh, yeah. He's just a tiger guy.
Yeah,
Turns into a
because
tiger.
that was his favorite form to take, is that of a tiger. So-
he made-
Ironic.
As you all finish stepping inside, the doors of the palace slam shut behind you, and
Of
you
course they do.
hear a mechanical whir throughout the palace.
Turn the light on.
As you pull the flying sketch, out of the bag and press the button, lights suddenly happen throughout the palace. And this starts whizzing forward. You watch as it flies directly to the right through a passage that you could not see because the carvings along each of the walls were so perfect as to disguise it to most eyes without actually having to use any magic to do so. And as the sketch makes that very sharp right down the hallway, you watch as the wall in front of it slides shut on razor wire beams.
Uh-oh.
Last one, there's a rotten Rakshasa, and I just chase after it.
That's all of them, and I also
And as you all start your journey into the mechanical palace of doom, that's where we shall end our session today.
Damn it.
Join us next week for the conclusion. Will they make it through the palace? Will they discover the Touchstone? Will they get all the things they ever dreamed of and a new artificer friend?
Even if we all die, he's still going to Delver's Dream. So
Yeah.
Right?
Worth,
He absolutely
worth
I will
it.
sacrifice myself.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Well, Fizz Cannon, I'm sorry you just missed it, but we're gonna go raid Rolling Together because we are part of the Rolling Together stream team. Huzzah! So, thank you all for joining us. A few quick announcements. Remember, we just put up our giveaway. We are giving away fabulous Phoenix dice, mythic dice from D&D Beyond, and a delightful book called Domestic Magic, which I adore, from DM's Guild. So be sure to sign up for that. And if you would like to support us in our journey as we are moving forward and doing all kinds of delightful things here on our channel, please feel free to go over to our Ko-fi and give us a cup of inspiration.
Yeah.
We love it. We thank you so much for that. And now it is time to raid. Don't forget to join us tomorrow for our Delver's Dream campaign, and on Thursday for the season finale of our Wheel of Time
Oh my
campaign
gosh, it's gonna
called
be so
The Rise
fun.
of the Black Aja. And now we are raiding into Roll Together. Huzzah! Mwah! We will see you tomorrow.
Bye everybody.